guys, thanks for joining me. I'm out here trying to do some fishing on Lake Norman. Let me tell you how my morning's gone so far. I was gonna put in at Ramsey Creek access. I get there and the ramp's closed. They got it all blocked off. There's a park ranger guy there, so I went over to him. I said, hey, what's going on with the ramp? And he said, oh yeah, ramp's closed, low water levels. All right. I said, well, I'm in a kayak, I really don't need a ramp. Is there any way I can launch here? And he said, well, if I wasn't here, you can do anything you want to, but I can't let you do it when I'm standing right here. I said, fair enough. He's like, you know where Blythe Landing is? I was like, yeah, I do. He's like, go check that out. That one's open. So I get out here to Blythe Landing. I think they have 6 ramps. 4 of them were closed. But I put in, and son of a gun, man, it is so windy. I went out here trying to fish. It's not even enjoyable. I mean, I'm just getting blown around. And Blythe, it's at the bottom part of the lake where it's like the wide part. So you're exposed to the wind everywhere you go, and there's just nowhere to hide. And you can't fish in this. I mean, this is ridiculous. So I spent all morning fishing out here without much success. I had 2 bites, lost both of them. And now I'm out of areas where I can fish where I'm at least a little bit out of the way of the wind. So I'm turning in. And I'm gonna load up the car. I'm gonna sneak back over to Ramsey and see if I can get in. Because this isn't even, yeah, this isn't even remotely fun. I'm just getting the crap beat out of me. All right, stay tuned. Well, folks, I haven't exactly been slaying them. But not a skunk. Oh my God, it's been a long day. Look at that, guys. Nice little spot there. Only fish of the day. Man, it has taken me a long time, but not a skunk. Let's get him back in the water. Woo. Well, guys, number 2, finally. Woo. Look at him, number 2. Well, it's been a long day of fishing, and it's taken me until 1 o'clock in the afternoon to figure out kind of a pattern. But I've caught 2 fish in a very, I say, short time. It's been, let me look at the clock, in 12 minutes. So I think I might have finally figured out what's going on. But let's get him back in the water. And now it's time for tackle roundup. All right, guys, this has been a very tough day. It's been a tough winter, just in general. Winter time is obviously, spring is my favorite time of year to fish. However, winter is my second favorite. I really enjoy winter fishing, just because you largely have the lake to yourself and you can catch some big fish. However, this is the worst I've ever done in any winter in history. It has been a very, very difficult year for me. I can count the number of fish on one hand. It's just been that tough for me for whatever reason. However, I think in this trip, I hope to double all of the fish that I've caught this winter so far. That's my goal, which isn't a lofty goal to achieve. But anyways, what I caught that fish on was this. Look familiar? This is my old faithful, the shaky head with the zoom trick worm in that discontinued brown orange swirl coloration from Academy Sports. And that's what I'm using. I was trying all kinds of as far as like different structures and stuff to fish, and you know, I was fishing riprap and docks and points and deep and shallow, and was not hitting on much of anything, except I finally think I found what's going on in the very, very back pockets of these creeks. They're there. That's where they are. It's it wasn't where I was expecting them to be because it's so cold, but that's where they are. And they're not really on docks or anything. They're stumps. There's all these stumps under the water, and anywhere I'm in these stump fields, I mean, I can stand up. The water is so clear, I can stand up and you can see the dark circles. And I'm just casting to the dark circles and kind of just dragging that shaky head over top of it. But yeah, let's see if we can put a couple more on the boat with this, the shaky head zoom trick worm. And that concludes today's tackle roundup. Yes, that's what I'm talking about right there. Whew. Look at that one. He ain't that big, but man alive, he's a long one. Look at him. Look at that guy. Yeah, son. Well, yeah, it has taken me a long time, but I finally landed into something, figured out a pattern. I love it when a plan comes together. Let's get him back in the water. Finally figured them out. All right, guys, let's get him back in the water. Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up today's episode out here on Lake Norman. Had a really good time out here. I mean, I caught, I think it was 4 fish, and 2 of them were decent. I mean, not monsters, but they were decent size. I call that a good day, especially considering the winter that I've had this year, which has just been really, really terrible. I mean, I think to this point, I may have caught 3 bass, 2 or 3 bass total this winter. And today, catching 4, that's a welcome surprise, I'll put it that way, because I have just been sucking the place up. Anyways, if you'd like to know anything about what I did today, the lures or the launch or anything else, you can look down in the description box. I'm going to leave some additional information down there. But while you're there, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. The channel that is updated every week with new fishing content and new fishing adventures. So, I'll be seeing you next week. This is Josh, and this is Abide Fishing.